Alright, there we go. They make that a lot more difficult than it needs to be to get that out. Merry Christmas everyone. Hope you've all had a great day. We've just done our presents and everything. Arian's very excited. He's been a very good boy this year, so Santa's brought him lots of presents. You want to show us your presents?
Oh, this came off.
That came off. So you got Monster Truck. What's this one called?
Indominus Rex.
We've got Indominus Rex, and this one? Mecha Godzilla. And then this big Godzilla here, which actually, when you press this button, you put water in it and it breathes this water vapor. Don't know if you can see it. Pretty cool. I remember when I was that age and used to get all these Christmas presents and stuff. Now, when you're old enough, you just buy what you want when you want. Yeah, I'll help you. 1 second, guys. Let me just fix this for him. Right, here you go. It's fixed. So yeah, he's had a very eventful morning, opening up all his presents and stuff. Jessica's just gone down for a nap. We are going to be spending Christmas Day at my sister's today. They're hosting, so Christmas meal and everything is all going to be there today. But I just want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. And if you are tuning in to watch this video, then thank you. If you're not, I hope you're having a wonderful time with your family and friends and just making the most out of today. Let's just enjoy it and hope you have enjoyed it. And he likes his King Kong. And I will see you guys soon. I just wanted to say, come on here to say Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's had a lovely day. Hope you have a lovely few days ahead, leading up to sort of New Year and everything. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Have a good one. Right, this is take 2 because my camera froze. So I was speaking for about 5 minutes and nothing recorded. So I'm going to redo it again, but I'm not going to speak for that long this time. Friday job. Well, a few Friday jobs today. It's all servicing, maintenance type of day. Got to do a service on this unvented and also a full service on this vaillant heat only. To do this one, this is really handy. The builders have put in a little drain point here. So to recharge the air gap on this, because it's a mega flow, there's no expansion vessel. It's got an air gap within the cylinder itself. So all we've got to do is turn the water off from here, open the drain off, run that down into there, crack the TPRV and just wait for water to stop running there and for the gurgling to stop. See, we've got system filter there for the boiler. That's sounding nice and hollow, so that's good. I will check the charge on that anyway, and then a full service on the boiler itself. There's some other works that need to be done in the new year as well. So the customers have sort of gone through a few other bits that they want getting done. So that's something that I'll be coming back. But for today, let's crack on with this service. So hear that gurgling? So now we are currently recharging the air gap inside the cylinder by putting washing machine hose on the drain off there. That's running straight into there. This is the quickest way to do it, because usually I find when you open up a hot tap, because they say, the instructions say, well, it says it on there, that you need to follow these 5 simple steps to recharge the air gap. Open the lowest hot tap, open the TPRV, and then make sure that the gurgling stops and the water stops running from the tap and the valve. But I find this is the quickest way because it just recharges the air gap so much more quicker than trying to do it through a tap. So while that's doing that, I can crack on with the boiler service as well. So we're going to try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone in a way. So the good thing is it does look like it's had a full service previously, because you can see all the copper grease on there. And also the other welcoming sight is there's no staining at the back of the heat exchanger. So that means at least we know that the flue collector hasn't perished or anything like that. I mean, this is 2009 boiler. Bloody hell. It is quite old, but for its age, It's in pretty good nick. Right, let's get it stripped out. Now, if you've never taken the burner out on one of these, it's not like the combis or the system boilers. It's slightly different because what you need to do, you need to disconnect the gas cock connection from there. So you need to isolate the gas here, disconnect that. You've got two T20 screws down there, which you need to remove as well, because that's holding gas valve down into there. And then once you undo that nut and you undo all of the 5 burner nuts, then you can take the burner, the fan and the gas valve. It's a little bit awkward because it sort of sits in. So to get it out, it can be a little bit awkward. Not as straightforward as the other Ecotech Pluses, but yeah, that's how you got to do this one. Okay, so in the meantime, I've taken those 2 screws out. That gurgling has stopped. That means that air gap is recharged. So all we've got to do first is, where's my 7mm? Okay, so turn the drain off. Does that have a stop on there? Just got to make sure that we are horizontal. I think this one, yeah, it'll keep spinning. Just use, no, that doesn't have that. Okay, so that's horizontal. So yeah, all it says, close the temperature per TPRV, open the mains, so I can shut that now. Okay, if water continues to drip, then that might need attention, but all we've got to do now, turn the water back on, let that refill. We'll open up a hot tap. Once we get water flowing out of there, then we know that that's all good. In the meantime, I'm going to carry on stripping this out. Right, that's ready to come out now. I'm going to try to do this one hand, but most of the time I've found I do need 2 hands to try and wiggle it out. Yeah, it's just that bit, and then where the fan gets caught on the left hand side, and that support bracket which has been riveted in. So right, inside doesn't look too bad, but I am going to need 2 hands to wiggle this out. So let me get that done first. Just pop that back on there for now. Alright, there we go. They make that a lot more difficult than it needs to be to get that out. You guys know I love this little Karsha OC3. Even the spray handle, nice and easily extendable. Right, that should have loosened up all the debris in there. Now I will get and give this a proper clean. So we've got new G10 seal, new electrode seal and new sump seal. So new electrode seals on there, cleaned up the electrodes. Got a new G10 seal on there, and then that sump seal. The very first time I did a strip service on a Vaillant, obviously it comes with extra bits, which is not relevant for every boiler. And the first time I was like, because it comes with 5 burner nuts as well. Most of them only have 4 burner nuts, but the heat only is the one which has 5 burner nuts, and that's the one that requires that seal as well. So if you've never done a Vaillant full service before and you open up
the GTN seal packaging and you find there's extra bits in there, don't panic. It may not be all relevant. It won't be relevant to the combis and the systems, but they're all the bits in there are relevant for the heat onlys. Just a little bit of inside information for you guys who are new to servicing. Right, that's all been cleaned out. Now I'm just gonna put some more copper grease on the studs, reassemble this, pop it back together, do another drop test. And also don't panic, because on the gas connection, which goes into there, there is no washer, there's no seal. This acts a bit like an olive. You don't want to put any paste or anything. It literally will just go straight into the gas cock and make the seal. I know it's doesn't make sense to me either that there's nothing there to act as a seal, but that seals itself. That's why you want to make sure that you do a drop test after putting it back together, because you want to make sure that there is no drop. So yeah, let me get all that reassembled and we'll do another drop test. And then that's been done. Then I've got to do that tap change as well. Right, we are all back together on this. Added a couple of self tappers in there as well. That's all fine. Reading's all good. That's been recharged. That's all back together. Now in here, I've got this tap to replace this one. So it's under warranty, I've been told. So they've just sent out like for like. Looks like we've got isolation points here and on here. And because these are the grow ones, it's got the 3/8 adapters on here. Looks like we've got plenty of space to get this done. So let's get it done. Tap change done. Now they don't actually use the pop-up waste on this, so that made my life a little bit easier. I didn't have to change the waste. Still got the new waste in here. The taps are under warranty, so the customer's going to keep the old one in case they ever need to replace the cartridge in this. So it's a good idea to just keep one as a spare anyway. But yeah, today's toolkit came in very handy. So it's the first time I've used it, as in the extension bits with the extra monoblock sets. I think it's quite similar to the Nerad Tapex kit, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper. So because I don't do a lot of tap changes, for me it's not worth investing in the Nerad tap change kit, because that's, I think now it's gone up to like 160 quid or something like that. I think I picked up this for £30, the set, and then the extension set, the monoblock set, I think that cost me like 15 quid. But it might have gone up in price now because I bought this kit ages ago. But yeah, it's just come in handy today. So don't always need to spend loads of money on expensive brands, because sometimes you can get away with other brands which do the same job.
Right, working on a Sunday, and I've got an absolute mission to get to this job. Oh, I'm here. That didn't take too long. Just got to fit a shower for my next door neighbour. So they've got an old bar mixer here, and I'm going to be replacing it with a new one, because I think the old one's a little bit worse for wear. They just want a little bit of an upgrade. So let's go and have a look, see what the old one's looking like. And we'll get the new one unboxed and everything. Oh, wrong light switch. So yeah, this is the one just going to be replacing. So standard bar mixer, the riser rail, handheld, and the rain head as well. So let's get this, get the water off, get the new one unboxed, have a look at it, see how it goes together, and then take this one off and just get replaced. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad a job. Hopefully the lazy light brightens up a bit more for us. new shower is fitted. Now I've just got to turn the water on, make sure we don't have any leaks, then wash all the brick dust off, and then just put a bead of silicone around the squares at the back, and I'll just put a little blob of silicone inside the old rule plug holes. I was hoping that this bit would be adjustable, but that's not. Obviously you can adjust the height of the rain head from there, but you can't adjust that. That's fixed where it is. So I was hoping might be able to cover the existing holes, but unfortunately not. And I did make a slight mistake on my measurements on there. I was literally probably about 2 or 3 mil out. So I had to redraw another hole and then get that on. But yeah, that's all fitted. Just gonna pop the water on, give it a test, and then have a tidy up. Right, that's always a good sign when the shower's running, no leaks or anything. And we've got both the rain and handheld. They're all good. Let's turn that off. So the main reason why we replaced it is because my neighbor, he wasn't able to control the temperature on his old shower. So yeah, we could have just maybe just changed the bar, or could have just changed the cartridge, but they wanted to get a new design one because the old one was all rounded edges. They wanted a new modern style one, which is all square edges. So best thing just to replace the whole thing rather than trying to repair it. And they're happy. That's all working. We've got no leaks. Just got to put a few blobs of silicone around, and then I am out of here. And I'm gonna have to probably get my sat nav out to find my way home from here as well.